Hello and welcome back to the virtual sofa, which is this week's roundup of all things Discovery. This week joining me is Chambers, and he's going to talk a bit about his journey with Discovery. So to get us started, Chambers, could you tell us how you got involved?
Well, actually, my journey at Discovery starts with the Give It a Go week. Myself and a dear friend of mine essentially decided to go to Discovery during the week that they were having volunteer projects, one-off volunteer projects that you could do. And I was like, yeah, do you know what, why not? It seems like a fun activity to do alongside my degree. And it wasn't really time consuming at the time. And well, 150 hours later, here I am, essentially.
That's amazing. So from Give It a Go week, you started volunteering full-time with Discovery?
So from the Give It a Go, initially, I used that as just like a taster to get a better understanding of what Discovery was. When I fully started integrating myself into volunteering for Discovery was over my third year summer period when I was essentially creating digital media with one of the staff members at Discovery. That's when I really took a liking to some of the work that we were doing. And I guess it then kickstarted off my role in Discovery as a project coordinator. And that was now in my master's, so my final year. That's when I really got involved with Discovery and was spearheading one of their projects and kind of getting a group of volunteers essentially to be in a position where they could raise funds during the pandemic, safely, and COVID being, a big component at the time, and even still now. Had to make sure that all the activities we were doing could still contribute to the community that was missing on that human touch, essentially, through the volunteering efforts of people, be it juggling from home or putting on an Instagram live or playing music, whatever ideas were safe and could generate funds, for local communities in Swansea. That was kind of the idea, ultimately.
Well, that's amazing. So you were essentially in charge of all of that whilst also doing your masters.
Yes. Indeed, it was actually, honestly, my master's was demanding, but it was always nice to be able to have the meetings with the staffs and supervising members of Discovery, because they kind of motivate you to just keep going. And sometimes when I didn't even think I needed the boost of energy from them, they just be there, motivating. And even the little bit that I felt I was doing, they always let me know that it was more than, a lot and more than enough. And yeah, it was a really great experience. Well, I'm still here essentially, so.
Well, yeah, that's just what I was about to say. So, can you tell us a bit about your current position with Discovery then?
Well, currently I am, well, my official title is, if I can remember it for the life of me, Volunteer Recruitment and Communication Support Intern. And what that entails is kind of being the face that volunteers first encounter at Discovery, or being a friendly face that the volunteers first encounter. So when you are, as a volunteer, undergoing maybe the beginning stages of getting into Discovery, going through your training or your start here interviews, ultimately I'll be the person kind of leading those interviews, asking you your questions, getting an understanding about you as a person, what you like and where would you like to volunteer. And what you'd ultimately like to benefit, the skills you like to gain. So that's the kind of role that I've been doing, encompassing that with creating digital media that will then be, used for Discovery social media pages, as well as videos and Instagram lives or Instagram stories that they like to promote the good that the volunteers are doing in the respective projects, essentially. So that's kind of like an umbrella version of what the role encompasses. I don't think I've done it justice fully, but I think a summarized version is what
Well,
I've
I
been
mean,
able to deliver.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you can just tell from that you're such an important part of Discovery. That role essentially is bringing volunteers in and also advertising all the amazing things that volunteers do. So it's super important. But that's really cool that you've able to go from joining a taster session as part of Give It a Go week to full-blown project coordinator to now a paid role within Discovery. That's amazing.
To be very honest, it's more a testimony to the nature of Discovery as a whole. You know, they've given me that foundation to develop not only from a taster session, but ultimately, you know, kind of nurturing me throughout my university career. And to be in a position where after tertiary education, I found myself in a role where I'm actually working for them and being able to continue, you know, helping other people essentially begin their journeys almost as I did. So if anything, it almost comes full circle, and very humbling you are with the kind words that you've thrown at me. I appreciate it. But yeah,
Oh, that's
give it a
brilliant.
go.
Give it a go, yes. I was going to say, have you got anything to say to anybody who is thinking of joining us as a volunteer?
Well, first thing I would say is do it. No matter what fears or what discomforts or uncomfortable, you know, feelings you feel about it, just do it. Because in all honesty, it's rewarding. It'll get you out of your comfort zone, but in a way where you have a safety net to always rely on. If you've been wanting to work on your communication skills, leadership skills, or just networking skills as a whole, or just want to develop yourself as a person, Discovery allow you to do that in a cocooned environment almost. And you'll never be in a position where your efforts don't go unrecognized, and the little that you feel you're doing is so much in terms of the bigger picture, the people that you're helping. And, you know, when you're doing something for a cause that's greater than yourself, it's ultimately rewarding no matter how little or how much you do, because it's never a little to change someone's life, you know. So please volunteer, if not for you, for the future version of yourself that you're hoping to chisel and carve into your Mona Lisa or whatever artifact you'd like to become, essentially, you know. Please, by all means, volunteer, do it because, well, honestly, I think it's the best thing and choice that I've ever made throughout not just my university career, but I think life decisions as a whole. Learned a lot, and I'm still learning now. And the opportunity that's being provided to me is something that literally is at your doorstep. So please volunteer.
I honestly don't think I could say it better myself. Thank you, Chambers.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much for having me. I'm always a pleasure to be able to, you know, give back to Discovery once more.
Well, that's it from me. Whether you have anything extra to add?
I think I've said my fair share, to be honest.
Well, thank you very, very much. All the links for anything that Chambers has brought up about becoming a PC, about Give It a Go week, and his own blog will be in the links in the description of the video. So definitely check those out. Thank you, Chambers.
Well, I thank you very much, Megan. And to all of you, goodbye.
In other news, we are also looking to recruit a volunteer recruitment and marketing manager as maternity cover starting in January 2022. The post holder will lead the recruitment of new volunteers, support them through their induction to the organisation, deal with queries and inquiries. They will also support the smooth running of the organisation by undertaking promotion, logistic and administrative tasks. They will lead Discovery's marketing strategy and delivery. The closing date for the applications is 9 a.m. on Tuesday, the 9th of November 2021. The link is in the description. We also have a load of training opportunities for Discovery volunteers. All of our training is free, but spaces are limited. As you can see, we have a load of different sessions with loads of different varieties. So have a look on our Fatsoma.